Hello, my name is Brian Ruddle and I'm the Managing Director of the Impact Innovation Group. In a previous video we talked about this concept of innovation system maturity. And when we go and work with clients and look at their innovation systems, we look at 5 key areas. The first is around leadership and governance. The second is around idea identification. The third is around idea curation, or around proof of concept, feasibility studies and the like. Fourth is around stakeholder engagement, and the fifth is looking at outcomes and how to drive outcomes from systems. Today I'd like to touch a little bit more on this whole idea curation concept and some of the key issues that we see in innovation systems and some ideas about how to actually improve the process. So the first thing is around decision criteria. So when it comes to idea curation, what we're talking about is that part where you've identified ideas, but then you're trying to actually assess which ideas to take forward and which ones to spend your time and your resources on. So having the decision criteria around whether it's a stage gate process, which is the most common, or another process that fits in with how your organisation does business, is really important, because if you've got the decision criteria clearly defined, it makes it a lot easier to then make the right decisions that suit your organisation at this particular point in time. The second area is looking at decision makers, and when we're assessing innovation programs, we often talk to the innovation teams about, well, who are the decision makers? And often they don't have a very clear concept about who is going to actually make the decisions around the decision criteria. They don't have systems in place to actually keep those people informed, have them in part of the overall process from identifying the challenge all the way through to the outcomes. And this is a key trap, because if you don't actually have the decision makers on board, you can't expect them to make good decisions. When to stop? And this is a really key dilemma, particularly with newer innovation managers that haven't run a lot of innovation rounds. It's sort of which ideas to stop at various points in time and what to do with those ideas. There's no easy answer. We tend to sit down with the innovation teams or their CEOs in some cases and start talking about what are they trying to get out of the innovation program, because that actually helps to inform when you should stop particular ideas. And what we tend to build into stage gate processes is a whole range of go, no-go points, because it actually helps then. And what that means is that you've just got a system where you collectively, or you're progressively, I should say, collecting additional information and around particular ideas so you can make better and more informed decisions. Similarly, it's when to scale up. When's that point where you actually need to bite the bullet and put resources in to really drive something forward? And again, that feeds into that no-go concept. Another area is collaboration, because we see a lot of organisations trying to do this whole proof of concept, feasibility study type approach by themselves without actually looking externally to whether it's existing suppliers or customers that they want to partner with, or other organisations that can actually help them with the process. And so again, it's an important thing to look at in terms of how you go about selecting the right ideas and getting information about which ideas you should be taking forward. And so when we look at how to improve this whole idea curation or proof of concept process, we look at a lot of other aspects, but here are some that hopefully will give you a bit of a feel for areas that you can improve your system in. If you'd like any more information about the Impact Innovation Group or how we help innovation teams achieve outcomes, please contact us.